Alright, here we are for our first round against Jeff Hoogland. In fact, we are obviously mulliganing this hand with 6 land in the Thoughtseize. So this is not a particularly good hand, but it's gonna have to do. I'm not gonna mulligan to 5. I'd like to get my free scry now. Stomping Ground, okay. Into Bird. Alright. I'm just gonna go ahead and play. We'll play Windswept Heath. Let's say go. I don't want to play Marshflat because I'm going to get basic Swamp. Wall of Omens. Okay, so my guess is this is probably a some sort of Kiki-Jiki deck. Perhaps something similar to the Collected Company deck that did well at the Grand Prix in Singapore, I think it was. I'm going to go ahead and just play a Bird of Paradise here. Playing my Voice of Resurgence is fairly weak. It doesn't really do anything with the Wall of Omens in play, so I would prefer to just accelerate with my Bird. It's a bit slow. If I played Bird on turn 1, this would actually be quite good. I'd be able to play Smiter and then Rhino, but instead I'm a bit slower on the uptake, as it were. And we see Linvala. That's actually quite annoying. I guess I'm just going to path his Linvala. It's kind of annoying because he could possibly just get Kiki-Jiki and we don't have any more removal if that's what his deck is. If he gets Mountain, then can play Kiki-Jiki. I could just let it resolve and then just play Smiter, and but shutting down my Bird here is pretty annoying, and this is awkward. Doesn't really shut down anything other than the Bird and any future meta creatures I draw. Maybe it's best for me to save my path. It is awkward for me, like from a tempo perspective. I think I'm gonna save the path. I have only so much removal, and I don't think I can afford to sort of spew it there on his Linvala. I have a very, very small amount of removal in my deck. If he is playing a sort of Kiki-Jiki combo deck, I definitely don't want to allow him to sort of emerge unscathed that way. The feeling is that a reasonable chance he's just going to Collected Company here, but I'm going to attack with this first. Maybe he blocks in Restoration Angels, also entirely likely. Yep. Alright, well, I think I have to give him a window that he can possibly Kiki-Jiki me. He could have Kiki-Jiki'd last turn, I guess, but no, it wouldn't have killed me. So I could just play Rhino here. I think I am going to play Rhino. If he just has Kiki-Jiki and a red source, he just kills me, and I think that has to be fine because I'm so far behind on board right now with Linvala and Resto. I don't think I can afford to wait and try and play something else. I don't have anything else that matters that can attack into his board. Like if he didn't have this Wall of Omens, then maybe I play KG Finks, maybe I play Voice. But with that, I think that it's important that I just get something actually threatening on board. So it might just be dead. But I think that playing one of these and leaving him in path is a losing line of play here as well. So sometimes you have to recognize when you cannot afford to play around the sort of worst case scenario thing. It doesn't look like he has it, which is good. I think I'm just going to play Voice here. If I play Voice, he has to commit before to, you know, whether it's Collective Company or Restoration Angel or something right now. So I'm going to play Voice. Still leaving open path. The Kitchen Finks isn't a meaningful attacker. You know, obviously neither is the Voice, but it still lets me. Okay, he's pathing me. That's annoying. Right now, I'm actually just kind of losing in combat, which is kind of awkward because, you know, my deck has quite a bit of. He's actually going to kind of resto. Yep. Kind of annoying. So given that he actually has 2 Restoration Angels now, I actually think I am probably going to path Linvala just so it doesn't, you know, basically just kill me with damage. Because if he hits me for 9 next turn, then puts me to 2. But if I path Linvala, he only hits me for 6, puts me to 5, and I could at least play Finks to buy a turn. It's not, we're not in a good position, but we could still draw like Lingering Souls. Another Wall of Omens. Okay. Path Linvala. Go to 5. Ooze. Alright. Well, this is a very bad spot for me. Still gonna just attack with Voice. I mean, right now we're just getting, you know, getting creature outclassed, which is sort of thing that actually doesn't happen all that often for this deck. We were a little slow because opponent had a mana creature and we didn't. And, you know, now we're just kind of pretty significantly behind. Green. I don't really have, I'd have to draw like removal spell to really be able to, I guess I just might as well play the second bird. It does give away information that I don't have anything else in my hand, but what is this? Cord? Yeah, I'm dead. Just going to get Kiki. Yep. Alright. So sideboard wise here, Zealous Persecution is strong, Slaughter Pact is strong. I think the weakest cards, Kitchen Finks seems like it's likely quite weak in this matchup. All of my like large creatures feel valuable. Pride Mage feels like it's also kind of weak. I don't know how good Thoughtseize is. It's probably pretty good, but I don't think I want to bring in the extras. Thoughtseize is okay, just disrupting some pieces of the creature piece of his combo, but I'd rather do that with removal spells. I don't know how. I assume he has at least 8 mana creatures with makes Persecution good. So I'll cut a Pride Mage, and I'll stick with this. Oops. Alright, so I'm going to go play first. Much better hand, bird opening hand. We don't actually have anything to play on 2, but like both Path and Slaughter Pact are quite strong in this matchup, so totally happy with this selection of cards here. kind of annoying that we don't have any play, but I guess I might as well like search now just in case he does something. Oh, I should probably have Aven Mind Sensor in my sideboard. Seems it could be worthwhile. Do I have any real reason to have different mana? I want both black and white for Possible Persecution. I think this is the one I want. Ghostly Prison. Huh. Alright. And I boarded out a Pride Mage. It's kind of an annoying card. It's good against Lingering Souls. Not so good against Siege Rhino. Courser. Okay. Alright, and he missed his land drop. It's quite relevant. Crunch you. I guess I'm gonna get a second black source just in case he like has like a Fulminator Mage in his deck, and I want to cast the Slaughter Pact. I do still have the voice, but ooh, a Ghost Quarter. Interesting. Wall of Roots, okay. I kind of want to just kill all of Roots. It's kind of annoying because if I were to Slaughter Pact it, I can't actually attack both my guys next turn because of Ghostly Prison. I don't particularly want to path it. If I path it, he's basically on a 2-turn clock, like where he's chump blocking with these. Kind of like pathing it. He's a little tight on mana, but so pathing it kind of helps him out there. Let's get rid of that. Probably should leave the bird. Actually, yeah, we'll leave the bird up because if he does have like a removal spell that he uses on the bird, then actually we still have the Slaughter Pact as like backup. Path, another path. Well, at least we will still be able to do damage by hitting him with this. Jesus. All right, well, double path. That is obnoxious. Well, now we don't have any offense, and our path on his Wall of Roots kind of looks silly. Spellskite. Okay. Well, this Courser is actually getting him a huge advantage now. I wonder if I should remove it. Township. Okay. I think I want to hold on to these. Given that you just played a Spellskite, I'm going to need Restoration Angel. Alright. Well, and he just drew Cord, was it? So he's going to try and go off here. Well, there's another Cord. Well, this is going really badly for me. So yeah. Me drawing tons of land and him drawing 2 paths. Not so hot. Oh, he just has a Kiki-Jiki. So I want to kill the Kiki-Jiki, right? Not the Restoration Angel. He's just going to draw another chord, though, next turn. So. Oh, no, he's not, because I'm pathing him. Well, no, you can choose not to search. Did he not? He drew another chord, though, right? Yeah, he still has chord on top of his deck, so I basically lose next turn. Then we take 8. Old Township. Hey, right on time. Bird of Paradise, just what I was looking for. This is, definitely a potential concern with this deck. Yeah, you do have lots of land in your deck, lots of mana sources. Generally, Gavany Township helps make up for that, but this game, I'm not gonna have a window to possibly even take advantage of the Gavany Township because we're just getting killed this turn by combo. Oh well, we lose. So, yeah, I mean, game one, if I had drawn the bird in turn 1, I think the game is actually very different because I'm actually, a lot faster than I ended up being. Game 2, I just kind of had exactly the number of threats as he had paths, and he had a million turns to, set this up. I mean, it wasn't like the game actually even went all that long, but we didn't really have any tools to significantly pressure him in that period. But I do think that this may be, kind of a rough matchup. Generally, when you're playing, 2 mid-range-ish type decks, and one of them does have the potential for something like this, like the combo kill, that deck will often be ahead. And in game 1, he was able to just assemble things with drawing a bunch of extra cards with Restoration Angel, Wall of Roots, and Wall of Omens and such too. So. They don't necessarily need the combo. We were actually behind in this game anyway, just because our opponent had more valuable resources than we did. Courser gave him a lot of value that game too. It's possible that maybe I needed to kill that earlier rather than try and save things for a combo or whatever, just because it ended up giving him so many resources that he was able to get to this point. Because he was actually short on mana early on, and then was able to actually just get to this point thanks to the Courser sticking around. So I don't know, tough to say. Ghostly Prison was actually also pretty annoying. Forced me to use my mana awkwardly. I didn't have that much to spend my mana on, but I could have for instance Slaughter Pacted his Courser and been able to continue to apply pressure, but the fact that I basically had to take turns off from attacking with Ghostly Prison meant that was a much heavier cost. So anyway, let's head on to the next tournament, really, the next match.